What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day, a fantastic week so far. We are continuing with the project. We are continuing with the Project C10. Today we are going to get the engine and we're going to take it to the engine builder. It needs to get in the back of the bakkie here, or the pickup truck for you American people. no disrespect to you, but we just call this a bakkie, as you know. What reason, I don't know, but anyway, so we are going to take the V8, put it on. Well, we need to first fetch the V8 where the bakkie is now currently at the body shop, and then it needs to come on here. The gearbox is in the garage ready to go, and also needs to be loaded on the bakkie. And then we are going to take it to the engine builder, which is, should I reveal the name now? No, I'll just keep it quiet for now. I need to surprise you guys. I need to show you his awesome collection of V8 cars and something very, very, very special. So guys, we are here at an undisclosed location. Well, I will reveal where we are in a bit. But the V8 is off, as you can see. The engine is finally off. It's ready to be disassembled. So I just want to show you this absolutely gorgeous car heaven that's standing here. And you might be surprised at what engine or what V8 you might find here. So let me take you on a tour. Right guys, so I hope that you enjoyed that montage, and did you enjoy seeing all the cars? I mean the Can-Am and that Willys, 42 Willys is such a beautiful pickup truck, and whoa, it's gnarly. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I will insert a clip after I've explained everything that's going on here at the end to show you a startup of the V8 that's going into the Sierra drag car, and that thing is just a monster. Like honestly, that thing is a real monster. So if you didn't notice yet, we went to Mickey's Racing. Well, he's known as V8 Mickey or Mad Mickey because he was a pioneer in a couple of records that he set here locally in South Africa. Like a 300 km/h record, and the fastest time that he ran with the Sierra was in the 9s, which was pretty awesome. So I will touch on that when we go to do an interview with Mickey. Well, we call him Uncle Mickey because, just respect, that's how we are raised. He's not my real uncle, but as far as everything goes, he is very, very awesome at what he does. If you ever had the opportunity to work with Uncle Mickey, or you are interested in working with Uncle Mickey, well, check them out on Facebook, check out what they do, and I'll link their stuff in the description down below, and then you can go check them out. But if you want to get in contact with them, you can also reach out to them at this right here. Anyway guys, so let's touch on what's going on with our pickup truck. So it has been a couple of weeks. As you can see, time has elapsed since that video was taken. So there's kind of a lot of things that has been happening. The chassis has been sent off to be worked on. The engine has been sent off to be worked on. But now, instead of just being at Uncle Mickey, he has sent it off to the engineering shop, because there was a couple of things that we found with the engine. We'll talk about it now. The chassis is being worked on as we speak, has already been stripped, and all of the repairs are starting to be done. The rust spots that needs to be cut out and re-welded, and just tidying up all the welding, as you know, that we wanted to do. The suspension is going to be reworked, new shocks, the springs are going to be retensioned, and because the springs, they still look fine, they're fairly new, but we're just going to retension them just to make sure that they are going to work correctly. And with that, when the chassis is done being stripped and repaired, it's going to go for its acid bath. As soon as it's done with its acid bath, we are going to get a dummy motor from Uncle Mickey with our TH700 gearbox, which is a 4-speed, if you did not know, with an overdrive, which is perfect for what we are going for with the 383 stroker motor that we are building. Surprise, surprise. And then also for the diff ratio that we are running, we are no longer going to do 20-inch wheels anymore. That's just not going to work. It's going to look nice, but it's going to drive crap. So we want something that's going to look nice, drive nicer. So that's why we decided to go with an 18-inch wheel with an 8J profile in front and a 10J at the rear, which is going to be a very, very subtle, like a more muscle car look or muscle truck look. So let's talk about the block, because the chassis is just a minor of what's going on. After the chassis has been worked on, we are going to send it back after the branches has been built. That's why we need the dummy block. The branches is being built, and then for the engine, branches need to be fitted inside the chassis, ran through everything. There's new brake lines being built, there's a brake booster, there's a master cylinder, there's a new steering rack, there's new hubs that's being put on from the Hilux Legend 45, and it's the disc brake conversion all round, 4 piston calipers in the front, 2 piston calipers in the rear, so we know we're going to have awesome stopping power. It's very mechanical, and we are not going to run with an ABS system, because that's just too much wiring, electronics and everything. We want to keep this mechanical and up to date, but still relatively old school as much as we can, because we know that's the formula that's going to work. So on the engine side, before I touch on that, then after the chassis is being done, built, the exhaust is fitted, or the new branches is built, then we are going to send the chassis off to get the new bed, which is going to be awesome, because the new bed is going to be fitted to the chassis, and we are going to do something special with the tail lights, running long tail lights. We will just try and figure out where we can get them, if we can, and do a custom. We don't want to do the normal round lights that you have on the sides, of just stepping there just above the bumper, because it just looks incomplete at the back. So we want to do something nice and custom, because the truck is, after all, it's going to be a resto mod. So touching back on the engine, when we loaded off the engine, we immediately sent it out. Well, there was disassembled, and Uncle Mickey and his son Stefan, they stripped the engine, and they evaluated the condition of the engine, and come to find that it has a little bit of damage inside the sleeves. The sleeves had long scuff marks, about 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters to about 3 centimeters, the one was. The holes wasn't round anymore, they were oval, so that was also a huge problem. So that made a thing come up that, listen, this block might not be usable anymore, because it's scuffed, the sleeves are worn. It's basically like the piston tried to go sideways and up or down, because it it gouged the sides of the sleeve. So really bad situation to be in, because you're going to have blow by and you're going to have oil leaking, and just everything is not going to work the way it should. So sent it off to engineering. The engineering shop checked it out for us, and luckily good news came about about a week and a half ago to say that, listen, 2 weeks ago, to say, listen, we saved the block. They took out the sleeves, the old sleeves that was damaged, took out all the sleeves, re-sleeved it, machined it, made the engine basically brand new. The block is now a fully functional block. We can use it. Uncle Mickey also offered up his 400 crank, and that's what we're going to use for the 383 bolt. If you want to do a proper 383 bolt, that's what you actually need to make your 350 into a 383 stroker motor. We are going to, after the crank has been fitted, everything is now being put back, built, and just basically test it out, because the block was at RS Performance and they had to just they had to balance the block, see if everything is fine, and when it came back, then Uncle Mickey is going to start to assemble one piston with the crank to see if the clearances is fine. If the clearances is fine, then everything is going to start to get started. Everything is going to be put back together. The engine is basically going to be started to be assembled. So we will touch on that as soon as they start with our block, because we were still waiting on a mechanical fuel pump. And then after that is done, then the whole engine, well, we will be part of that. I will take you guys on a journey with me. I will take you guys to the engine, and I will show you what has been done and what is being done to it. We have a couple of parts here on my side. Here, as you can see, there is a box. So all of the stuff that we could sell, we sold. We sold the gearbox, we sold the old radiator, which was also an aluminium radiator, which was perfectly fine, good, but it's unfortunately a little bit damaged through the fins. The fins was bent quite badly. So I know they can recomb it, but unfortunately it will never look the same. So it's perfect for a racing application, but for us that is building a resto mod and basically a show truck, it's just not worth it. So I'm going to show you. We also got a new transcooler, which is awesome. We had a proper transcooler, but yeah, again, also a little bit damaged. So this is from, well, as you can see, this is from Hayden Automotive. I really don't know all the American products, but this is from America. Have a nice little box. I know it's a little bit far for you guys, but it's pretty awesome. But the goodies is in here, and I need to show you how awesome this is. This thing is very light. I mean, look how thin this is compared to my hand. But I love it. It's super thin, super slick, and it looks amazing. And I know this works because Uncle Mickey is also running this on his race engines and on his race cars and his street legal cars, so it's a formula that does work. Moving on, we also got a dress kit for the car. The valve covers are already at Uncle Mickey. He bought it. This is the stuff that we need to keep because this is part of the radiator. So, I mean, nice aluminium dress kit. I don't know if you can see. Really nice. That's going to make the engine bay look a lot nicer and not a lot neater than just having black rubber there inside. So we know this is a proper fully functional system. And then the last bit of awesomeness is this big box here. Now this is from All-Star radiators, fully aluminium radiator, and this is a very nice core. So we know it's going to keep everything nice and cool, and it just looks awesome. So what I might do is I might go ahead and just polish this thing up a bit. Just use a little bit of metal polish and just polish it up to make it shine nicely. And as you can see, this is a Chevy radiator, because you have your top coming in here and the bottom exiting out here. In the case of a Ford radiator, it's switched around, up in here and down out here. So pretty cool, pretty unique, and it's all aluminium, which I'm really thankful for, because it keeps the weight down, although weight is a very little issue in that truck because everything is heavy. So that's why we build a bigger engine. So that's basically the update on the C10 so far, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. I need to figure out how to put this thing in the box. There we go. So now I need to touch on another subject. Well guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. That's what I always say, but it really helps to improve the channel. And guys, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's just a question of 100 and something odd people that still needs to subscribe. I've seen on the algorithm, there's 90% of you that watches the videos that's not subscribed. What are you doing? Okay, no, I'm just joking. You don't have to feel obliged to subscribe, but it really helps me and it really helps the channel. And if I can get to that 1,000 subscriber goal, obviously, you know, that means I can monetize my videos, but I'm not doing it for the money, because I want to give back to each and every one of you. So if my channel starts making money, then I can give back to you. It's been a dream of mine since I started my YouTube channel, because I believe in camaraderie and I believe that we should all help each other, especially in the automotive world. There's so many different cultures, there's so many different flavors of cars out there. I mean, this is my showstopper, and this is not a showstopper to others. A lot of people have been complimenting me on my car. I mean, this is just a Polo Vivo with a set of mags. To me, it's nice. To others, it's just boring. But that's why I'm improving this. So just a little update on this. Well, I have bought paint for the brake calipers. It just needs to do the brake calipers, because you can see it's a little bit plain and dull at the back. And then I've been thinking, should I do a roof spoiler for, oh no, that's a stupid question. I know you're gonna say yes. You're gonna shout at your screens probably. I mean, it looks a little bit empty over there. So, I mean, it needs to happen. Anyway guys, so I would just wanna say thank you to each and every one of you that has been watching till this point in the video. Well, look at this. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed to stay up to date with all the updates of the car. If you want to check out what's happening in my daily life a little bit, then you can check me out on Instagram, link in the description down below. And if you want to see the updates on the progress of the C10, if I don't upload it here yet, you will be able to see it on my Instagram. And guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you that has been watching the channel, that has been supporting me. And to all 800 subscribers of you, well, thank you. I really do appreciate each and every one of you watching. Please like this video to make the algorithm see it, the YouTube algorithm pick it up, and let's get some new viewers in. And comment something down below if you want. That's all up to you. But that's all I have for you in this upload. Please remember to buckle up, keep it safe on the roads, and I will see you next time. Cheers.